Do you want a cool Roblox profile? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a Roblox profile. Now, you don't need any experience with making GFX. I do have a video on how to make GFX though, if you guys need to do that. But in this video, we will not be using Blender or anything like that. But if you guys enjoy, I please encourage you guys to go down and leave a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. Okay, so if you want a profile that looks something like this and something like this right now, you can just go to create. So we're going to be doing all of this in Roblox Studio, but don't worry, there are very easy steps that you guys can follow. So if you press on the create tab up in the top right here, there should be a screen that says start creating. You can either press on start creating and it will download Roblox Studio. If you download Roblox Studio does download by itself automatically, but anyways, you press on create and you can say create experience. If you are already in Studio, you can do that. If you want to edit on one of your games, make sure to be in experience and click on that, and then you want to say edit in Studio. Okay, so once Roblox Studio starts up, there is a plugin that you need to download. So it is very easy. You can download it. You can go to your toolbox right here, and then you can press on the drop down and say plugins. And now it is this plugin right over here. It is called Load Character. So if you search that right here, it should be this one by Already Pro. There is the 100 Robux version and there is the free version. I'm using the free version in this video. Okay, so anyways, what you want to do is you press on the plugins option in the top here and you want to say load character. Now what you're going to do is type your username. So this is my username right here. That is not my character, but you want to say spawn R15 and it should spawn your character right here. So you can close that. Here is my character right here. Okay, so here is our character. Now you can scale this by clicking on it, and then you want to go to home, and then scale, and you can make it a bit bigger. Sometimes just make sure you don't scale it too much, because then the head accessories and things do not fit all the time. Anyways, once that is done, we are going to click on it again and then press on view, and then we're going to click on properties and explorer. Sorry, we don't need properties at the moment. Anyways, once we have this selected, we can move it however we want. So if you click on it, you should see your name here in the Explorer tab. You can press on the drop down and this is everything. So if you do not want something like the purple thing on my head, then you can click on it and you say delete. Now if you make a mistake, you can say Control Z and it should bring it back. Now okay, so now what you want to do, I am going to add a different face. So I'm going to add, okay, so if you search that and then you make sure you press on the drop down and then select images. So now here's a playful vampire right here. So I'm just going to use this face as an example and it should go into your explorer right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is click on head of my character and then press on the drop down, and here's my face. I'm going to delete that, so right click and delete. So now I'm going to take playful vampire right here and I'm going to drag it and hover over head and let go. Now we have playful vampire on our character. Now we are going to move the arms of my character. So I'm going to click on him one more time and then I can say left hand and then press Control and then say and click left lower arm and left upper arm. There we go. Now it only selected that. Don't click away, and then press on rotate up here in the home tab and you can rotate it however you want. So I'm going to rotate it just like this, and then press on move to move it wherever you want. So I can move it like that. There we go. You can unselect by holding Control and then unselecting the upper arm, and you can move it some more. So you can just move this joint and then you can move it like that and like that. There we go. So that is the first arm done. Okay, now what we are going to do is we're going to select my character again, and then we're going to select the right hand. Now control and right lower arm and right upper arm. Now we can do whatever we want with this. So we can make it like pointing this way, just like this, and then we can bring that up. There we go. And you can pretty much do whatever you want with it. And now I can add something to my hand, so you can go to toolbox and then press on models, and now you can add whatever you want. So whatever you find interesting, whatever you want. Okay, I'm just gonna add this Among Us model for example. You can close that, and then you can just scale this to make it a bit smaller, bring this here, and you can just do whatever you guys want. Okay, now if you want a more in-depth detail about this, then I do have a video that you can press the card in the top corner, or you can go to the link in the description. Anyways, if you want to move this, click and drag over, and then you can move it like this. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move this, and I'm going to make a background. If you want, you can just screenshot this, and you can cut out the background yourself if you have Photoshop or anything like that. But I'm going to be showing you for those of you who do not have it. So you can insert a part, just like that, and say anchor. So you can insert the part by pressing on part. Now we are going to lift this up like this, and then you can scale it. So scale, and then you can scale just like this. Okay, now you can have whatever you want, whatever background you want. If you want a plain color, make sure the part is selected, and then go to view and properties, and here you can change the color to anything. So you can change the color to that, and this is basically what it's going to look like. But also, what I did forget, you click on your character and then right click and say rename, and now you just put a space and say enter. Then you won't have a name tag. This is pretty much what your profile will look like. Okay, if you want a different picture, you don't want just a solid color background, you can press on toolbox, and you can pretty much search whatever image you want. So go to images, and you can say Among Us. There we go. we got Among Us. Okay, now you can just click on the thing, click on it, and drag it onto the thing. There we go. Now we got an Among Us background. There we go. I found this. So here we go. You can have it like that. I mean, that's kind of cool if you ask me. So now for the very last part of this is we want to, so I'm just going to delete the image. I'm just going to keep it with a purple background, but I'm going to screenshot this. So if you don't know how to screenshot on your computer, you should find in settings, or you can use any app to screenshot. So I'm just gonna get this perfect. Okay, there we go. Now we are going to screenshot, and there we go. I'm just gonna do it from there, and just like that. Okay, now we have the screenshot. Now for the next part, you can close Roblox Studio. You don't need it open anymore. Now this next part is all up to preference. It's whatever you use. If you do have a Windows, I'm sure PixArt does come for free, so you can use PixArt, or you can use Photoshop. You can use literally anything you want. You can use Photopea. It's an app that I use a lot in my videos. If you don't know how to use that, go down and watch some of my videos. Anyways, once you're in PixArt, this is just what I'm going to be using. You can start editing, and you can select canvas. Now you can do this and say YouTube profile. So you can click on that and say open. Now you have the YouTube profile size. Now what you can do to add the image is press on images on the side, open this and say my photos, and then you can say upload file. Now all you need to do is find your screenshot that you took, and I found it right there. Now you can scale this to whatever size you want, or make sure that it fits, obviously. If it doesn't fit perfectly, don't worry, you can always go back and re-screenshot. Anyways, this is what the profile will look like, so I can close that, and then I can save this, download image like that, and there you go. There you have it, guys. This is the profile. You can use that on anything you want. This was just a quick tutorial. If you want a more in-depth tutorial, go down and watch my video on how to make GFX in Roblox Studio. It really does help. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.
Music licensing reimagined.